Oh, it's on. Whoops. I don't know what this video is gonna be about, but I want to start documenting my journey towards happiness, fulfillment, being content with myself and with everything that I have. I don't know what that path and that experience look like, but I hope that I can take some people along the way and show them, maybe learn some things that I can share with other people. This is, not the type of things that a lot of people like to talk about. It's a really sensitive subject. In fact, it's makes us feel very vulnerable to talk about this, being happy with ourselves and being comfortable in our own skin. And I never ever in my whole life feel comfortable in my own skin, nor feel like I'm pretty, or feel like I'm capable of doing anything. And I know a lot of us feel the same way, to a certain degree or at moments and times, but I truly feel like that all the time. And it sucks, you're trying to hide it as much as you can, and you're trying to overcome it as much as you can, but it's still going to be in there, and it's going to come out eventually until you actually find a way to, instead of putting Band-Aid on it, you have to really fix it. So my struggle right now is really with myself, being happy with how I look and how I feel, and not feeling different every single time I walk in the door, and feeling like people are judging me by the way that I look. I've been bullied and made fun of all my life about, my physical feature and my race and all that. And I think, over time I kind of got over it and grew thick skin, but it's still one of those things that just sits, in the back of your mind, and then eventually it will start to come out until you actually address the problem. Ow, my hand hurts. So, right now, me, no makeup, and just trying to embrace my beauty, my, the way that I look every single day, even though it's really, really hard. I don't know if people out there feel the same way that I do, I'm sure there is. And I just hope that maybe this journey or even this video will help you kind of feel a little bit at ease, to know that, you might not be the only person. And I hope that by the end of this that I can learn something, and that something will actually change the way that I look at the world and the way that I look at things. Life's hard. People can be really, really mean, and especially when it's not a face-to-face interaction, people tend to hate a lot more when they're not in front of you. And we all go through it. Doesn't matter who you are, how famous you are, how rich you are, how popular you are. You all experience hate one way or another. And that's another topic that I wanted to talk about too, is why do people hate? Why is it so easy for people to troll other people and to kind of get some sort of reaction or response from them. I just don't understand, It doesn't benefit you or the other person, so why say the things that you say just to hurt that person? Anyways, I digress. I think the hardest thing for me is to not just in public, not having makeup on and being out in public, but on camera and not having makeup on and just look like a completely different person than I do with makeup on. But I have to start feeling comfortable with myself in my own skin. And in order for me to do that, I have to be able to be okay with this. People might say things, and I've accepted that, and I don't think that people are gonna say things that I've never heard before that I've been called, which is kind of sad. But really, I really did grow tough skin over the course of time of being made fun of all the time about the way that I look. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful for that, but there are gonna be moments, when I'm like, I can't deal with that today, and it's normal, but anyways, this is the most exposed, that I feel right now, is being on camera with no makeup and trying to make myself feel like I'm beautiful, and never have I ever feel like that in my whole life. And there are days when I would go to the just to the restroom to fix up my hair, or if I need to pee or whatever, I wouldn't even look at myself in the mirror, because I just hate looking at myself in the mirror, and it's so sad, and it's so I don't know, it's hard to think about that type of thing, but you can't control that. You just gotta take a step back and go, I didn't choose to look like, a certain way, to be in a certain type of skin. I don't have control over that. So the only thing that you can do is to accept it, try to be okay with it as much as possible, and move on and make the best out of your life, and try to contribute and help the world as much as you can. That's all you can do, and that's what I'm trying to do. The older that I get, the more that I want to be able to help other people out, and help other girls and women, and everybody, just to make them feel good. I'm not trying to make myself look like I'm this wonderful person that wants world peace and everyone to love one another, but I know, the feeling of being stuck in that moment when you just are in despair and you don't know what to do, and you don't want to go on. I know how that feels, and I know a lot of people out there know how that feels, and I would not wish that upon anybody, even people that I don't like. I've always thought to myself every night before I go to bed, if I can just take the pain of another person, or my mom, or someone that's going through a lot, and just take all that pain and keep it to myself just so that they could be happy, I would in a heartbeat. And I wouldn't want anybody to feel that way. But Anyhow, the point of this video is for me to be comfortable with myself, and I hope that can kind of help maybe people out there to start feeling comfortable in their own skin too. I don't know. And I want this journey to be positive. I want my channel to be positive and just helping and motivating women out there to be the best that they could be, and that's all I want. Man, it's really tough to talk about this type of things, especially in this type of setting, in this type of platform. But you know, I'm all in, and I will try to take you along this journey of finding happiness. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what it will be. I don't know if there's a guide or rules that comes along with it, but we'll learn together, and hopefully by the end of this we'll be we find what we need, or find what we are looking for. Thank you.